Hey children, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is addition and subtraction of fractional numbers. So we should know that what is fraction. So you can see that the fraction wall. Here are the different colors of the fractions and it is divided into a different parts. So firstly, let's recall what we have learned in the previous class. So let's have a look on the fraction. So what is fraction? A fraction represents a part of whole and it is defined by two numbers, one on the top and one on the bottom of the fraction bar. It means that we are dividing a whole into a parts. It's called a fraction. And the bottom numbers is called the denominator. As we can see that we have represented the fractions into two parts, that is the numerator and the denominator. It is called top number and it's called bottom number, and the bottom number is called the denominator and it is called denominator. It is a total parts in a whole. It is called denominator and it represents how many pieces of whole split into. It means that there are total 5 parts and in a whole, so it is called a denominator. When we'll talk about the top number is called numerator, and it is what these are the number of parts what we want to have. So they are the two parts out of total 5 parts and it is called numerator. And numerator tells us how many pieces of the whole we are working with, how many pieces from the whole we have. It is called numerator. From the total parts, it is called denominator. This is the way to represent the numerator and denominator. Up top number by bottom number, or you can see that as you can say that numerator by denominator. So let's learn how to add like fractions. So before to add like fractions, so we should know that what are like fractions. So let's have a look on the like fractions. So what are like fractions? All the fractions having the same denominators are called like fractions, right? If you're in the denominators, if the numbers are same, then it is called like fractions. So let's take an example. So here we have a 2 pies. Here we have a 2 pies and these are the whole part. And to make a like fractions, because these pies are split into 4 pieces. As we can see that there are 4 pieces of the whole and the fraction shares the same denominator. Both are having 4 parts. Both are divided into 4 parts. It doesn't matter it is divided into a other parts, so but it is divided into a four parts. It means that they are sharing the same denominator. They are like fractions, they are looking same. Both are divided into 4 parts, so that's why these are called like fractions. So it doesn't matter if the numerator is different, but the denominator should be same in the case of like fractions. So the first fraction is representing 1 by 4 and second figure is representing 3 by 4. It means that the 3 parts are shaded out of 4 equal parts and it is 3 by 4. So we can see that to make a like fractions, their denominators are same, but the numerators are different. But we have to see when the denominators are same, then it is only called like fractions. Okay, so this is an example to define the like fractions. So let's learn how to add fractions, like fractions, or with the like denominators. So let's take an example of a wheel. So here we have a wheel. So let's count. We have divided this whole part into a different parts. Okay, this is a whole and we have divided this wheel into a different parts. Let's count its parts. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So how many total parts are there? There are 13 equal parts. The wheel is divided into 13 equal parts. If I'm saying that the one child has to come and paint 2 parts, so it will paint these 2 parts. So how I will represent in a mathematical language? So the child has painted 2 parts out of 13 equal parts. So its fraction will become 2 because he has painted two parts out of 13 equal parts. So in this way, we have to represent the fraction in numerator and denominator. It means that 2 by 13 parts are there in the fraction. So let's take one more wheel. So now I'm saying the same whole I have divided into again 13 equal parts, but I'm calling the other child to paint more parts. So he is going to be paint the few parts. Let's count it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the child has painted 5 equal parts out of 13 parts. So how I will represent it mathematically? So this would be 5, because the child has painted 5 equal parts. So we will write 5 as in a numerator, and there how many total parts are there? There are 13 equal parts. So 13 we have to write in the denominator. So what we are doing, we are adding the like fractions, we are adding the like denominators. Those are having the same denominator, that is 13. So now we have to calculate, we have to put it together. So when you will put it together, so it will look like this. So we have added these two parts and these 5 parts. So it will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now when I put it together, putting together means addition. When I have added these two shaded parts plus 5 these shaded parts, it will become 7 total, 7 parts. It means that child has, if I am asking that how much wheel has been painted now, so these are the 7 parts out of 13 parts has been painted. So this fraction will become 7 by 13. So child has painted total 7 parts out of 13 parts. So how it will look like? It will exactly look like this. That means that child has been painted first 2 parts out of 13 parts, then it has been painted 5 parts out of 13 parts, then we have put it together. Putting together means addition. That means we are adding the like fractions. So your answer is coming that how much total parts have been painted now? It is 7 by 13. So children, when we are adding the like fraction, it means we are putting together fractions. So how I am doing? So I am adding 2 by 13 plus 5 by 13. It means that you are adding the like fractions. You are putting the fractions together. Putting the fractions together means we have to add the fractions. When you are adding, so you have to keep the denominator same, because they are like fractions, and out of these two 13 we have to take out the common one, that is we are sharing the same denominator. So we will write only 13 in the denominator, only one time 13. So what we have to do, we have to add the numerators part, that is 2 plus 5. How this I am adding? This I am adding like this: 2 plus 5 adding together and keeping the denominator same, that is 13, which is as before. Then we have to add the numerator. 2 plus 5 is 7. Then it will come 7 by 13. As you can see that in a given figure also, there are total 7 parts has been painted, and its answer is coming 7 by 13 only. In this way, we have to represent the fractions. It means that we are adding like fractions. So what we have done, we have added the fraction in this way, that we are adding like fractions. Here what we are doing, we are just adding the same denominator, like denominators, or the like fractions to get the answer of the addition one. Right, children? Now let's take one more example. Here we have to follow the steps while adding the numbers. So the first step is that make sure that the bottom number of the denominator should be same. So how you have to add 2 by 7 plus 3 by 7. Firstly, you have to put equals to sign. Then we have to make sure that bottom number should be same. So suppose that if you will add 7 plus 7 and you will add the numerator 2 plus 3, so it will become 5 by 14. So this will be a wrong. It means that we are not sharing the denominator. Fine, this will be wrong. So how you have to do it? So instead of doing like this is a wrong way. So the correct way is to have to share the denominator. We have to make sure that your denominator should be same. Okay, so you have to, out of these two 7, we have to write one as 7 in between the numerator parts. So you have to add only the numerator, that is 2 plus 3, and it is equals to, you have to write it over here, 2 plus 3, just add it together, that is 5. And then you have to write the denominator same which I have written as before, that is 5 by 7. So your answer will come 5 by 7. It means what we are doing here, we are adding the like fractions, we are putting it together. Putting it together means addition. So in this way you have to add the fractions. If your answer will come, so you can reduce in the lowest term. You can reduce the fraction also, it has been already reduced. So there is no need, whenever you need it, you can reduce the lowest fraction. If you like my video, then like, subscribe and comment. Thank you so much.